Mental health is important.
Capital IMPORTANT.
Mental health influences how we act, feel, and think.
Recently at our school, we had a suicide, so we feel like it's important to address mental health.
And May is just around the corner, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
So let's dive on in.
We just want people to be more educated and understand that, like, depression isn't feeling down. Anxiety isn't just being nervous.
I think one of my least favorite things is when someone tells someone who is depressed, they're like, oh, just like be happy. Just choose not to be sad. I think that's really stupid because obviously someone wouldn't choose to be sad every morning. They wouldn't wake up and be like, well, I want to be sad and suicidal every day. I think that would be really stupid, and you just have to be more mindful of people and understand that.
Yep, I agree.
So going along with that, if you had a friend, a close friend of yours, come and say that they were diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, you wouldn't tell them, oh, well, just like choose not to. Just get over it. You would tell them to go see a doctor and get the best medical care that they could receive and take their insulin, check their blood sugar levels daily. So it's the same thing with depression and anxiety.
If one of your close friends just came up and told you that they're depressed every day, you wouldn't say, oh, just get over it and be happy. You would try to help them out, tell them to go see a therapist, stuff like that.
Suicide rates are really high nowadays in the U.S.
Fun fact, actually really, really sad fact, suicide rates climb during the holiday season.
Yeah, I would say that's a sad fact. In relation with that, it's important to make sure that you're checking up on your family members and making sure that they're all doing all right.
In order to do this, it's good to learn all the warning signs of a mental illness. Some of these signs include excessive worrying,
feeling sad a lot of the time,
confused thinking or problems concentrating and learning,
extreme mood changes,
prolonged or strong feelings of irritability or anger,
and avoiding friends and social activities. We know that we've mainly just mentioned depression and anxiety, but those aren't the only ones that people deal with on a daily basis.
There's actually lots of mental health illnesses. There's bipolar disorder, PTSD, ADD, and ADHD, and many more.
So obviously there's a lot, and we're just touching base on a few. We have a special guest on our podcast today. This is Kira Cox.
Kira has dealt with many mental illnesses in the past, but mainly depression. So Kira, can you tell us a little bit about your depression in the past?
My depression was really hard for me because I was so young when I was being picked on and bullied, and it was just really hard at such a young age for me because I felt like I couldn't talk to anyone about it because I was afraid to.
Why did you feel like you couldn't open up to people or talk to them about it?
I felt afraid to talk to anyone about it because I felt like people would judge me. And then all of my childhood bullies put in my head that what I was feeling didn't matter to anyone else besides myself in life.
So what happened when you finally were able to open up?
When I was finally able to open up and talk to my mom about everything, I felt like I really started to go through the healing process. And with her, I was able to see all of the resources that were available to me to get me the help that I needed. And overall, I feel like it changed my life for the better, and I'm a lot better off in life now.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, Kira.
Next up, we have Jenna Rasmussen.
Jenna will be talking about postpartum depression.
So I have not personally experienced this, but my mom has. She had her first kid, which was me, and which triggered her depression. She said she was so depressed when she had me that she couldn't feel the motherly connection with me because of the depression. She doesn't remember the first 6 months of my childhood because of this. She had many resources help her with this now. She takes her medication every day, and now she is happy, and it is easier for her to handle now.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Jenna.
Yeah, thanks, Jenna.
Just going along with what Jenna said,
We just want people to know that there are many options out there to help you cope with your mental illness.
One of these options that many people have gone to, including myself, is therapy, and some people even have prescribed medications or they do meditation, etc., etc. In conclusion, mental health victims are not a joke.
We as a society should not make fun of them or laugh at mental illnesses.
Depression, anxiety, and other mental illnesses are real things, and we need to recognize that people actually do struggle with them.
We need to be mindful of everyone.
We also need to be mindful of ourselves and making sure that we're recognizing these thoughts and feelings and knowing how to deal with them.
We also need to understand that we have resources and people are there to help us.
Thank you.
Have an awesome day. Bye.
Bye.